Right, so what is up everybody and welcome back, and that probably hints at the first job we are doing today. So we've only got 2 jobs on and this is one of them. Don't know if you can see the nice shiny tech screws, but I've also done a little bit of work on the trailer, so I'll show you that. So as you can see, I've just banged 6 new tech screws on top and bottom because the wood was all a bit flexing and coming off. Also, this will be getting a service within the next week or 2, which is good. Replacing the damper and a couple of other bits. I really need this to be in A1 condition because it's going to be worked really hard this season, I can see it. So yeah, really excited. So you guys can understand what we're actually doing. We'll be restoning this area and any remaining material, I'll give this a quick weed and then whack it here. So that is the job. Customer has decided not to put any membrane or anything down, just stones straight on top of what's already existing, so that's what we will do. Not the best of the situations right now because that is the ramp that I'm having to use, but needs must. I knew I should have brought my ramp, I knew I needed it, but oh well, I forgot it. We jump ahead of time a little bit there guys, but as you can see behind me, the job is all done. And the rain come in quite hard as well, which isn't good, so that is not good, but we're gonna get packed up here and get up to our next job site. Yeah, and we're gonna work through this rain hopefully, as long as it doesn't get too bad. Although it's getting quite hard, but let's try and push through it the best I can, and like I always do. And here we go guys, so you can get a proper picture of how it looks. And the rain come in, but actually done us a favour, got a little bit of a shine to it and made my after photos look a little bit better, so result. So it is the next day and we are at the first job site of the day. Got a very varied day on today. We're starting the day off pulling out some box hedges that have been diseased. We're going to be cleaning off a little bit of plastic on a lean-to. We'll also be pulling some weeds out of this property and just giving it a little spruce up. That'll be job number 1. Then we'll be moving on to our second job of the day, guys, which is actually my first ever customer. They won't be a customer of mine for very long because they are selling the property and selling the premises. But we'll be up there for the second job. And finally, we'll be ending the day just with a quick grass cut. I'll add that on to the end of the day. This here is the job I was meant to get done yesterday, but unfortunately the weather and the time did not allow. So yesterday's job took a little bit longer than I would have liked. It took slightly longer than I thought to level it off and get it off the trailer. So it did delay us, as well as the rain, which wasn't good. I was also probably being a bit of a lazy bastard, but you know, it is what it is. We all have them days. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and let's get on to this one. So we'll be taking that box out, weeding and cleaning the area of them dead leaves over there and getting it all looking lovely. So let's jump on. Right guys, so we got that out, and as you saw, that was a bit of a struggle. I mean, the sweat is dripping off me. Exactly what you want to start off your morning. Anyway, we'll be bagging that up, clearing the rest of it up. That second one was definitely more of a struggle than the first, but it was all under them block paving, so it was a bit of a nightmare to get out. I sort of had to cut the roots out more than I did pull it out, but we got that in the end. So we're gonna clean up this area and then move on to the bit of cleaning on the little pagoda lean-to roof that the customer wants us to do. And wow, there's the sun, glorious. guys, so this was the job I was set by the customer, cleaning this little lean-to. We got it all looking absolutely lovely, scrubbed it all off, hit it with a chemical, scrubbed it again, and then hosed it all down for a lovely clean result, getting rid of the algae and keeping it all looking great. So yes, let's finish this off. But I'm just rinsing off all of the, you can see by the suds and the soapiness, I've wiped the chemical down. I'll just wash the remainder of this off. Then I'll be packing up and moving on to the next job. And you guys didn't see her before, but I can tell you that was a heck of a lot cleaner than what it was before. So job well done. Also guys, while I was up here, I cleaned the gutters out for the customer. I thought it'd be rude not to. Keep the water draining and flowing lovely. So guys, that is the contraption I come up with on the end of me broom to get the job done. So needs must guys, but we got the job done nonetheless. And that is all job done and looking much more tidy and cleaner than when we got it. Right guys, so the first job is all done. And wow, I'm extremely busy at the minute guys. Oh, some of you business owners can relate to me, but you know, the phone's ringing and it's really starting to pick up. Diary's starting to fill up really quickly now, which is nice. Obviously that does mean we are working ourselves blind, or at least I am anyway. I'm working myself to death. You know, I'm at the point now where I probably should be having Miles with me a little bit more. But I'm trying to keep the business running as profitable as possible. So being able to do as much as I can on my own, and obviously not outsourcing labour and saving the money on labour, is obviously going to make the business more profitable. It does just mean I've got a slightly increased workload. Do not worry though guys, Miles will return. I'll definitely be needing lots of help this summer. But in the name of profitability, I'm trying to do as much as I can on my own for the minute guys, I really am. But let's get on the journey up to our next job, and I'll see you there. So we have pulled up to our second job guys. I'm not going to waste any time at all. I'm going to chuck you guys up on a time lapse, grab the cowie and get strimming the front. This place is up for sale, this whole site. So there's a couple of viewings tomorrow and the customer wants me to get it looking tip top. So I've got no time to waste today. Let's get on and get it done. And just look guys, even on a grey cloudy day, the view here is phenomenal. So peaceful and so calming. If I had the money, I'd be buying the place myself. But this is the lawn we are on today, so let's get on. Right, so that is this side done. Just scrape me mower over because I ran over a bit. Dog. And that is the nightmare lawn cut. Oh, definitely the worst lawn of my round, that front one. It is terrible. As you guys probably can see, I was struggling quite a lot, and I always do, but it is what it is. So now I'm moving over to this back area. I've sort of jumped a little bit. I've jumped forward an hour, but I'm really enjoying the job I'm doing now. I'm clearing this area, and the results are actually quite stunning. This place is going to look amazing when I'm done, but I'll flip that camera around and show you guys now. So this is the duty we've got. We're literally just knocking down the brambles. It's nothing too thick, nothing too hard on the old strimmer, which is good. But it's just a very light covering of stuff that the customer wants me to knock down, clear up and take away, again for the viewing on the property tomorrow. So, as you can see, that is looking fantastic. Really happy with the results there. Just look at it. And geez, the lighting, perfect. Anyway, I have just spent a little bit of time raking some of them stuff up into piles. I've not raked all of it, only from that tree forward, and I'll flip the camera around and explain why now. So the reason I have sort of just dragged this stuff, these few piles here, is because, you know, a potential buyer, a potential investor is gonna walk down here and go, yep, lovely, next. So I can't see the people who are viewing this property, you know, walking right down to the end. I would imagine they just sort of have a look at this area anyway and move on, but even that is a damn sight better than it was, and I'm not going to spend my time doing all of this. I just sort of want, like I said, that front bit of the property looking great, because that is going to be the bit that catches your eye the most. So I'm not going to worry about any of this. So guys, unfortunately the phone went dead, but we are back in action. The phone's got a bit of juice in the van, but I'm basically done at this second job of the day. So I'll show you around, show you what we've done. I mean, you can see partially what we've done behind us there. That's looking absolutely great. We also cleared in that polytunnel, trimmed all the brambles down, and there was loads of brambles here. Obviously we cleared the area you guys saw. I also mowed, trimmed and blew this area to get absolutely everything off of it, getting it looking lovely. Obviously there's a puddle there which I avoided, sort of just done the sidelines, but it's looking much better nonetheless. So it's been an extremely successful visit at this property. Really happy with how much we've managed to get done in the given time frame. Time is coming up to 4 o'clock now, so I'm going to pack my tools up and let's get up to that next job. I'm really starting to get pissed off with this mower as well, guys. It is making my life quite hard as of a daily basis. The fact that the self-drive's gone is not ideal. So the self-drive went through winter, which normally wouldn't be a problem. That being said, it has been a problem because, well, now we're into summer, the mowing season has started, and it's not ideal. So a new lawnmower is definitely on the cards in the next couple of weeks. I think I'm going to put the order in, because that is really not the one. So previously I said about purchasing a Honda Izzy. Am I going to go for that mower? I'm not too sure. I may go for one of the Steels. Only reason is they collect grass well in the wet, and obviously it's going to be my primary mower and it's going to need to cut in all seasons. So I'm looking at the Steels, I'm looking at the Hondas. But what do you think, guys? Give me some thoughts, give me some suggestions. What mowers do you use? Because yeah, I'm a bit, don't know what to purchase right about now. I'm on the fence. We also produced a fair bit of waste off of that, so fitting all of that in the old passion wagon is going to be a bit of a challenge. But I've got the mower in backwards, so hopefully it won't be much of an issue at all. And that right there is how I get 2 ton bags and all my gear in that little van. Absolutely blimmin' surprising what you can fit in that thing. It is a tiny van, but you can fit so much in it. It is unreal. I mean, I say that, it is too small for me on some days and on some of my bigger jobs. However, that's what the trailer's for. And actually, that reminds me, I've got to ring the man, get that in for a service and the damper. I actually want to do the damper first, and then I'll get it put in for a service once it's earned me a bit more money. Yes, you know how it goes. So we got to run back to the trailer, empty them off into the trailer, and then we'll be off to our third and final job of the day. And wow, well, I've done some work today. Let me tell you. I've been working fast and efficiently. For anyone wondering why I'm not lingering the trailer behind me, I'm really not trying to use it until I've at least got the damper fixed. It's not ideal, and I'm only going to break something or damage something further if I continue using it in its current state. So sometimes you just got to park it up, and you know, once that damper's done, we'll be putting it into full action. I mean, you did see on the first job, yeah, I just had to use it then. I didn't want to be putting that 3/4 of a ton of 20 in it, but it is what it is. Needs must. But I will catch you at the next job, guy. Come on, donkey, get out the way. That's it. Thank you, mate. And bang, we are at the last job of the day. I've already made a start. Time is almost 5 o'clock already, but I've trimmed, I've weeded just in front of these. Yeah, so I'm going to mow the front, mow the back, and then that's day done. That is day done. Right guys, so I've stormed on ahead. The front grass is all cut, the back grass is all cut. I've just got one thing left to do, and that's lay some weed killer. So I've got a bit of a dilemma, guys. My sprayer has currently got a cleaning solution in it that I was using to clean all that bits of plastic and all that like little lean-to off earlier. And now, well, I need it for the weed killer, but I want the solution that's inside of it to wash my van tomorrow. So I've come up with an idea. Just to get me out of this squeeze, this pinch, Coke bottle with a hole in it. Oh, that went all over me. Needs must, that was not clever. And guys, for anyone wondering about the little tub named Weed Killer, I buy it by 5 litres and just bring a little one with me out in the van to mix down. It works great for me, and it saves you bringing a big 5 litre jug in the van everywhere. So keeping it simple, guys, keeping it simple.
Wow guys, what a day. That was a big old day. I could have had miles by my side, to be fair. It would have done me a load of good, but I got there on my own, so you know, what was the point in playing a boat's wages if I don't have to? Is my way of looking at it. So that is the way we'll go. But you've had another video spread across 2 days, guys. I hope you're enjoying the content and everything I'm bringing to you guys. I really do try and put my utmost amount of effort and thought into these videos. It might not seem like it sometimes, but other times when I've got the time, I'll really sit down and plan the video, especially videos with talking points and that sort of thing. Also, you should see another jump within the quality fairly soon as well, guys. Got a couple of things on the horizon, got a couple of plans, and I'm preparing myself to take myself to that next step on this YouTube game, just like I am my business. So stay tuned for that. But let's wrap this one up there. It's been a really, really eventful day. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the content. If you did, you know, you got to smash that like button, subscribe. And remember, if your garden's looking worse for wear, call Hampshire and Dorset Garden Care. Have a good evening, guys.